What went wrong to allow Marquise Oliver to open the door of what was supposed to be a secure prisoner transport van and jump to his death on US 127 yesterday? Today, Sheriff Scott Rigglesworth told us the van was relatively new and hadn't been thoroughly checked. And it turns out there was a major security flaw. But as Christiana Ford reports, the sheriff is taking full responsibility.
We've done thousands upon thousands of trips in these vans.
This trip was different. 21-year-old Marquise Oliver able to open the van door and jump out as it headed south on US 127 towards Mason.
There was nothing that stuck out. He was seated in a row by himself, just behind the door, so he did have to scoot himself up a couple feet to be able to reach the door. He had leg shackles on and belly chains, so you still have a little bit of access to use your hands. I don't think anybody was really paying all that much attention to him.
Rigglesworth says features in the van weren't quite right. It's made for dual transport, meaning it can be used to move inmates around or carry deputies to big events. So unlike other transport vans, it doesn't have a steel cage blocking the door handle. And the handle was not supposed to work from the inside.
Of course, there'd be a chance to check it before we put it into service any day while it had been yet used in service yesterday. But again, those doors are in patrol cars are disengaged, and all our other vans were built differently, so you couldn't access that handle. If I could go back to tomorrow morning, I'd have the handle disengaged. But unfortunately, it was supposed to not be engaged, and ultimately that would be my responsibility as sheriff.
And that was Christiana Ford reporting. Sheriff Rigglesworth said the van used yesterday is out of service and is now evidence in the investigation. Marquise Oliver was in court on sexual misconduct charges, and the judge wasn't convinced he was mentally competent to understand what was happening. We'll dig into that issue coming up tonight on the news at 10.